Another story here from the life of Billy Bray, Cornish miner. I went with Billy one day to visit a preacher who, while he was conversing and praying with him, became remarkably happy. Presently the sick man expressed a hope that the Lord would take him to heaven there and then, as he felt quite ready for the change, and he should not then grieve his best friend again by carelessness or unbelief, his best friend being Jesus, of course. His wife, who was standing by the side of the bed, turned away, her eyes filled with tears. To her, Billy immediately turned and said, "So, you would not like to have your husband promoted then?" And then he took up his parable. "Don't you think that your eye ought to be as much upon the Lord Jesus Christ as the eye of a worldly woman is upon the Queen? Now, if the Queen were to send for the brother or son or husband of any such woman, would not she say, 'I am sorry to part with him, but it may be the making of him. I must let him go. It is the Queen who has sent for him'?" That would have been, of course, Queen Victoria. "And yet you know," he continued, "that it might be a great expense to prepare him to go, or the Queen might soon die, or he offend her, and then he would be as bad off as ever. But if the Lord Jesus Christ is at all the expense of the fit-out, he provides the robe in which your husband will be clothed, the crown that he will wear, the palm that he will wave. The Lord Jesus Christ will never die, and your husband wants to go because he knows he shall never offend him again. Now, ought you not to be willing?" The distressed wife, who was now smiling through her tears, said she was willing, but she did not want to lose him just yet. "And do you think," said Billy, "that you will ever be willing? If my Joey," that's Billy's wife, "if my Joey lives, and if I am to wait until she is willing for me to go to heaven, I shall never get there. The fact is, the Lord has a right to take your husband, or me, or any of his children whenever he pleases. And if I were the Lord, I would too, and not ask anybody."